In a world where success is born from perseverance and lesson learned, welcome to Beyond the Hurdles. We're actually going to be exploring lessons for aspiring entrepreneurs. My name is Festus Ogonubu, and I'm actually your anchor for this live interview. So prepare to embark on an electrifying journey as we dive deep into the untold stories of online entrepreneurs who have actually faced the flames and have actually emerged stronger. From shattered dreams to remarkable triumphs, these entrepreneurs are ready to unveil their secret weapons, their mistakes, to get ready to learn from the best in the business. So today we have in the studio with us Olivia Onosike. So before I'll be bringing her on board, I'm actually just going to quickly read a bio to us right now. So Olivia Onosike is a productivity coach and the founder of VMS Agency, an agency that helps individuals, business owners, coaches, and organizations to implement systems and processes that will streamline their business operations and enable them to achieve more in less time. She has helped several individuals and brands to meet their target and deadlines. Olivia had been recommended by several influencers courtesy of her ability to spot productivity and achieve consistent results from a wide range of people. She's committed to helping people achieve maximum productivity in their life by guiding them through the process of consistency and accountability until they smash their goal, even when they are lazy and they procrastinate a lot. So, welcome to the studio, Miss Olivia Onosike.
Hello.
Hey, Olivia.
Hi. Good to
Welcome.
see
Thank you for joining us here tonight.
you. The pleasure.
All
Always a
right. So
pleasure.
we're actually going to be diving straight deep into this. I want people who are actually watching this not to actually make the mistakes that we actually pass through. So I want us to try as much as possible to honest enough. We're not trying to mince word here, so it becomes a lot more easier. So the way this is actually going to be is I'm going to be asking the questions and you just give me the honest feedbacks. So the first question I actually have here is, can you share a major mistake you made early in your online entrepreneurial journey, and what did you learn from it?
Okay, so when I first started, I was this
Mm,
person that really wanted to make it fast. I wanted to, let's say, I just wanted to do it fast and make the whole money that everybody shouting there's money in the online space. When I came on
mm,
board, I started learning everything, every skill at that time. I wanted to learn. I paid for classes. It was so bad that, in fact, it was as if the next course or the next skill I've not learned is where the money is. So I moved from
yeah.
video creation to buying courses on graphics design. Those copywriters would be like, you just need your smartphone. Buying copyright. So I was copywriting courses to attended Bachelor of Copywriting. Then I bought content creation courses. Like, it's a lot. And
Mm,
I was trying to keep up with this and this and this. And we always hear this stuff that they're jack of all trade and master of none. But then,
mm,
this should I say this for exuberance where you want to defy the odds and you're like,
yeah.
no, jack of all trade and I'll master all of them. I was that person. So
Mm,
I bought courses, I started attending them. I was very diligent in attending the courses, very sincere. And it was so that one major mistake I learned. I tell me, what did I learn from it? Eventually, I had to sit down and figure out what exactly am I doing because I was busy. I was always moving in circles, but I was not really making as much as the effort I'm putting inside. And I
mm,
took a break for a while. When I came back, I said, God, no. If I'm going to be in one place, I'm going to be in one place. And so I picked what I'm doing now. This is what I picked since 2 years, 3 years ago. And I've been doing that to date, right? So I picked productivity and focused on being very good at it and getting results at it. So for those that are coming up, there's always the tendency to want to do everything, learn everything.
mm,
The coaches that are telling you this are not wrong. They have made millions probably in that niche. But you need to endure long enough in that aspect for you to actually make the amount of money you want to make. Right? So
yeah.
stay in one place, learn one skill, be very good at it, and learn.
it just seems like both of us actually had the same experience because while I was starting out, like I literally wanted to do everything. Anything I saw, like all these screenshots flashing and everything, I literally wanted to try out everything. And then what that thing led me into was procrastination. And then when I begin to tell people my story and I tell them that I wasn't procrastinating because I was lazy, but I was procrastinating because I already knew too much. I had a lot of things. I didn't even know where to start from. I didn't even know where to start from. So I really, really, really resonate to that story a lot. I really resonate to that story a lot. Especially with now that affiliate marketing is actually like in the bet around this our area where people are like, oh, affiliate marketing got me this. I started out I got a car last week, not because I purchased the course for 20,000. Like it's really, really serious. Like
Yeah.
it's really, really serious. And a lot of persons come up with this mindset hoping that this thing is really easy. So now moving on to the next question. What are some common misconceptions you had about the online business or those misconceptions that you encountered along the journey?
Okay, this one is actually very funny. You see that thing where they say after all the whole talk is here, all you need is your
Mm,
smartphone and internet connection.
yeah.
See,
Mm.
that is a lie. Not all you need. It is not all you need. You
Yeah.
need hard work, you need sweat, you need training, you need knowledge. You don't just need your
Mm.
small. And then all those stuff where people are writing copies and you're seeing flyers of how I made 40 million, 25 million in just 2 days with my smartphone and internet connection. All this are just copywriting work. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that fast. And when you come to
Mm.
this space, you're seeing people who will not tell you how they failed for 5 days and eventually hit their first million, or how they've been trying and trying and trying. Not show you that part. They'll just show you how they're going on a trip to Dubai, or how they're going to Seychelles, and how they relocated to another country or bought a new laptop and stuff. They will not tell you that they are seeing shake game. Yeah, they will not tell you. They won't tell you all. So when
Yeah.
you see this, it's very annoying. Currently, if I see that just use the his and pass, right? Or this, all you just need internet connection and smartphone. That's not all you need, though. So this is one of the like most common, I could say, like, if I can use that word. This is one that
Mm.
is very, very common. And how you can just make million in 43 hours, or how I made 40 million in 50 hours. All those stuff,
Mm.
don't work like
So I for one actually, although I actually feel like those results, some of the results are legit, right? Some of them are able to pull up those figures. They're able to pull up those figures in the space of that time, 14 million in 23 hours and all that. They're able to pull up those figures, but they are untold stories. Like it's not just with your smartphone. Like you have to tell us the whole thing, right? So I made 14 million naira this
yes.
week from this business model, but there's something within. It's not just my smartphone and my internet connection. There's a lot of things in it. Yeah, there are a lot of things.
Exactly. You get the
Yeah,
tell
there
you
are a
the
lot of
back
things.
end. They don't tell you what
Mm.
all the while before reaching to that point where they're making millions consistently. They just show you the results and then you're all blown up. So if I can just do this guy tell me now in 40 days I'm blown. It's not that easy.
Like,
But then there are systems
like,
and structures they have put in place
mm.
that have to start with, and obviously to take a longer time.
Yeah, obviously it's going to take a longer time. Like the thing is, ordinarily, when I have actually done something, pass through the hurdles, make the mistake, and I'm actually bringing something to it, it's supposed to be like a lot more easier because you are not going to like try to struggle through the hurdles that I actually passed through. Right, I'm actually trying to break it down and then hand this on to you. But I think we need to go beyond the pampering the online business. Now, for my own case, one of the most misconception that I have that I really fought some internet marketers about, especially trying to introduce the online business to people, like you're actually telling people that if you're doing 9 to 5 job, you're wasting your time, stop, come and join internet marketing. Like the online business needs a lot of money for you to fund it. It needs money for you to fund it. And if you don't have money, where are you going to start
Definitely.
from? Right. So that's one misconception from my own end. So we'll be moving on to the next question. And guys, I hope you're actually learning. I hope you're actually learning. So because I was led to like bring up this stuff so that we'll just have to break these misconceptions. You just have to just watch this video and then before you jump into the online business, like everything is hard, but choosing not to start an online business is even harder. But um, so the next question, we're actually just going to move straight. So, in an insight, what is one thing you wish you had known before starting your online business? Like, if you had known those things now, how would the knowledge have actually bettered or influenced your current approach?
All right. So one thing that I wish I had known earlier is money is an exchange, basically.
Mm,
Money is an exchange of value. Though today on the online space, the value is overrated, like something like that, right? But money is simply an exchange form. So you can't just come in the marketplace empty and expect to go out buy money. You must sell something.
mm,
One of the mistake I made, I was too focused learning too many skills when I would have focused that time in how to sell just one skill,
mm,
because I was able to sell one skill persons as possible, I've made of money. So the time I invested in learning too many things, I would have used it to learn how to sell at least one of those stuff and then grown from there.
mm. Yeah, that thing about learning. That thing about learning to sell is one of the basic problem a lot of people come up to. Most likely we encounter,
Yeah.
right? A lot of people most likely encounter that stuff because the money is in you selling the knowledge. It's not enough to gather the skill. If you, it's more like someone who is already like a fashion
Yeah.
designer or someone who is already baking cakes and nobody knows you, like you're not making money early. So you coming to learn a skill online is not going to save you if you don't know how to sell the skill. So you need to be able to like sell the skill. I
Yeah.
recently had an encounter recently. I was thinking I was having a traffic problem in my business. So I saw an online course and then I got to the course and it's like to my greatest surprise, 90% of what this person was actually teaching were things I already knew. Now, when I went back to ask myself, is it that this course is not valuable? No, hell no, it's absolutely very valuable. But I have grown past that course. More like I know basically almost everything inside. So what was my problem? I was not implementing. I was not implementing half of what I knew. So if I was implementing half of what I knew, it would have been a lot more easier. It would have been a lot more easier for me to scale through that part. So if you're that kind of person, once you've learned a skill, look out for a way to sell that specific skill. Look out for a way to sell because the money in the online business, the money in the offline business, the money in any kind of business is in selling your skill, exchanging your product or your service for money. Exchanging your product or your service for money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So moving on to the next question. How important is it for online entrepreneurs to be open to experimentation and learning from their mistakes?
It is very, very important because see, sometimes it will not work.
Mm,
That's the truth. Sometimes it will not work. Sometimes it will work for everybody else, but it work for you. So in order to, we have to try out what are the things that are working to know which one works for you. Now this is where taking action fast comes in because it's not about learning endlessly. You could keep learning and learning and you're not moving from where you are to wherever it is you want to be. So if you really, really
yeah.
want to like move fast, you need to learn, implement, see how it works for you, adjust, and continue. You make mistakes, good and all of us make mistakes. But it's going to be better for you if you make that mistakes early and make it fast and then you move on with every
Mm,
other thing. You might make several
yeah.
mistakes, but then your breakthrough might be one thing that you got right. Don't really like okay, your situation is the worst or feel like okay, this thing is not working for you. It will work eventually. Just keep showing up, keep implementing, keep adjusting, and you'll be fine eventually.
Yeah. The part where you said keep showing up, keep investing, and there was something you said that actually did hit me when you talked about the fact that you have to make the mistakes early. It's better off when you make the mistakes early where it's like it's few steps away from you fixing it, then when you now begin to make the mistakes at the later part of it, where it's now very, very difficult to for you to fix the exact problem. Like that's where basically the problem actually starts from. Like I had a situation where like, I was discussing with somebody. The person told me that he had an idea, right? And he was nurturing this idea for a very long time, nurturing it, but somebody just brought out this idea and the person flew out to the idea and the person made massive money. And it was like, I wish I actually implemented the idea quickly. So the basic thing is, if you are like embedding the ideas in yourself for a very long time, like God distributes these ideas to almost everybody. Like he just flashes the idea, and then the first person that actually implements is the first person that brings out gets the better results. You that are actually looking for a perfect time for you to implement, you're actually just going to get stuck. Maybe when you implement, you're actually going to be taking the chunks out of it.
Just doesn't stay in one place for too long. If you don't implement
Mm.
it, maybe 6 months later, maybe 3 months later, it should be as if the person that implements it just took it directly from your brain, the way you had it in your mind. And then
Yeah.
you're like, but this is the exact same thing I told, the exact same name. This has happened to me before
Mm.
once, like the exact name I wanted to use for training. Everything, the way I had studied and written it down, that was how the person just implemented it. And it's somebody that I don't know, I've never met before. So there's no way I would say, okay, this person stole my idea because I didn't even tell it to anybody to say. Right?
Yeah.
So that's how I get. If you don't implement it, they move on to the next available person.
Now imagine that you had a team of people, or you had like a team of business persons that you're working with, or like some younger staffs and all that, and you just told them this idea, and then somebody implements it. You now start looking for the devil in your team or your office, like who did this? Like this idea is unique. Like my dear, if you're watching this, no idea is truly unique to you. The idea is only unique to you once you implement it. The idea is only truly unique to you once you're the first person to implement it.
Exactly.
So moving on to the other question, and most likely going to be the last question. So you said, looking back at your online entrepreneurial journey, what is the most valuable lessons you've learned, or what is the most valuable lessons you've learned that has contributed to your present success? What is the most valuable lesson you've learned that have contributed
Okay,
to your present success?
it's just one word. Okay, 2 words. Build
Mm.
relationships.
Build
Relationship will
relationships.
qualify you for things that you never have access to. When building
Yeah.
relationship as well, don't just build it with people of similar minds, right? Build relationship
Mm.
with those ahead of you, those within your network, and yet in building this relationship, there are people that can be very, let's say, ungrateful for the things that you do. There are people that will not even send you despite the efforts that you make. There are people that want to be parasites to you as well. So expect all this, but when you're building, just know when to cut off some people that don't necessarily help you grow. It is not a mutual relationship where you help me, I help you per se, and a place where you can go if it's toxic, run, right? Because in the end, you are going to be your results is going to be a collection of the people you have around with, right? So
Mm.
build relationship with people below your current growth level, build relationship with people within your mastermind, build relationship with people ahead of you. Because those
Mm.
ahead of you will show you what is in front because they are the places that you want to be. Those within your mastermind tell you how to succeed, especially when you want to, should I say, when you're not moving according to what you're supposed to be moving at, or when you're not working according to the plan you're supposed to be working at, they push you to do more. And then those coming are people looking up to you. So when you know that somebody's looking up to you, somehow by default, you just want to be a good example to the people coming up because they are looking up to you. So all these
Looking
three
up to you.
combined helps you to grow very, very fast, opens you to crazy opportunities. I mean, it has really helped me. I always say this. I always say this. I'm a product of quality relationship. I mean, see me, I'm here on live session with ancestors. You know why we started? But then over time, we have built this relationship that even if you just see your WhatsApp and like, Alpha, come online. I want to. I don't mind. I'll be there, right? So build
Yeah.
relationship with people to grow and then level.
Hmm. You see this topic of building relationship. Like, I don't know. It seems that like our path aligns a lot. Maybe that's why we used to rapport, because I am a product of relationship. Relationship got me to where I am. Like my first client I actually worked for online was a product of relationship. Like it was a referral. The person constantly was telling me like, I don't trust you yet. I don't trust you. But because of the person that referred you, I am very very sure. I'm very very certain that you're actually going to be delivered. Right? I'm certain that you're going to be delivering. So this is coming from someone who, as at 2023, while we were doing this live interview, 80% of my client base came from referrals, came from recommendations. And most of them were people that just knew that, okay, this guy does this particular stuff. This guy is good in building funnels for businesses, right? And there's some other ones where people that have actually been able to like help set up their business, they've seen results. So one of the lesson I'm actually going to be sharing with you is you want to be really, really good at what you do, right? You want to be really, 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 really good at what you do, because nobody's going to recommend a mediocre, right? Nobody's going to recommend someone who is not really, really good in quotes. Nobody's going to recommend your business if your business is not delivering on the promise. Now imagine yourself who is watching this. You give your clothes or your clothing to a fashion designer, and then it takes these people forever to deliver your product. Or you give a birthday cake to a cake vendor, and then on the day of the birthday they don't even deliver. You don't even need a devil, or you don't even need God to tell you that this person is not recommendable. So for you to be recommendable, for you to build a relationship with people, for you to grow really, really so strong when it comes to your skill set, right? When it comes to your skill set or build relationship with people, you have to really, really grow who you are. Right? You have to really, really grow who you are. Because you don't want to be in the table where you are feeling like, you don't want to be in that table where you're feeling like nothing is actually going to come from you. Like everybody's going to run away from you. So you cannot afford to be in that table where nothing is coming from you. Nobody's going to take you serious. So one of the ways for you to build quality relationships with people is first of all growing your skill, becoming so good at what you do. When it comes to the online journey, entrepreneurship and all that, it could be difficult at the start, right? It could be difficult at the start, but at the long run, trust me, it has like a sweet end, or it has a sweet like once your business start growing, you understand that leaving your house, doing a 9 to 5 job and all that is a lot more stressful, right? But if you're doing a 9 to 5 job and then you're able to work remotely from your house, it's perfect. It's extremely cool. But hear this from me right now. The online business needs money. Like it needs money. It's a business. It's not. It's not. It's not a cock and bull story. It's a genuine business. It takes systems to run. It takes structures to run. It takes money to run. So before you even delve into any online business, not minding what any guru is going to tell you that you only need your smartphone and your internet connection. Okay, let's say you only need your smartphone and internet connection. Internet connection costs money. Your data is going to cost you money. They are not free, right?
Yeah.
They are not free. There are knowledges that you have to expand on, right? There are knowledges you have to expand on, because, of course, one coach is not going to teach you everything. I'm a product of many coaches that have taught me a lot of things over time. There are times that I get to in my life, I know I have to get more courses. There are times where I get to in my life, I have to read more books, right? To be able to, grow in the skill where I am, to be able to offer my skill excellently. And these things cost money. You don't pick them from being an online entrepreneur. You don't just pick them from your like I'm an online entrepreneur, and those things just begins to come in, right? So thank you very much, Olivia. Thank you very much for finding time to join us on this interview. And in spite of your busy schedule, I know you have a lot of client base of people that you are keeping productive and keeping them accountable, and then they are growing. Right. So before you leave, is there a final word that you actually have for us before you're actually going to be leaving us to?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's get your
Okay.
final
The
words, please.
final word, yeah, the final word would literally be whatever it is you want to do, be very good at it, right?
Yeah.
Be very good at it.
Mm.
And you don't necessarily need to do everything at once. You the one this good day closer you're moving to. So people feel
Mm.
that sometimes they need to work 5 hours every day on my business, 10 hours every day, then for me to get results. But I believe that even if it is 30 minutes every single day that you're putting into your growth or your business,
Mm.
as long as you're showing up every single day, and if it's 30 minutes, you need to show up than you're saying 4 hours. That's difficult, right? Make it
Mm.
easy for yourself to show up. Make it easy for yourself to be there even when you don't feel like it. It would be easy for me to write 1 page in my book now for me to say I'm going to write 20 pages in one day, right? So simplify the
Mm.
process for yourself. The journey is far, yes. The results will be amazing, yes. The simpler it is for you to show up, the more likely you are to show up consistently. And then whenever it is you're building
Yeah.
relationship with people, always come from the power or from the point of service where how can I help? How can I help? How can I help?
Mm.
Eventually, no matter how it is, no matter who it is there, no matter how strong hearted or how high their walls are, eventually they'll you've earned yourself an amazing relationship. And you see this thing where you people go to people's DM with the whole sir, please mentor me mindset. Please don't do that thing. But find a way you can help the person. And eventually when they realize they're not really in for what you're here to get, you may not even know how it happened. They'll just start telling you, okay, no, do this thing this way, do that this way. And before you know, you've gotten yourself a mentor. Right? So yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's my final words. Make it easy just to show up and show up every day.
Mm.
I wish you
So
success
thank you
in your
very
journey.
much, Olivia.
Going to be
Thank, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Miss Olivia Onasiki. Thank you absolutely for finding time out of your busy schedule to joining us tonight. So Olivia has actually said it. Don't go into this DM and come and say mentor me, right? You have to first of all earn it, and then she made mention of servicing. You cannot provide what you don't have, so you just literally have to be good in what you're doing. You have to be good in what you're doing. So thank you very much, Olivia. And then if you have any further questions that you want to ask, if you have a question that you want us to address in our next interview, you can just drop them in the comment section. And then I'll be very, very glad to like ask the next person I'm actually going to be bringing to the interview section. I'll be so glad to ask them those questions so that you can be able to learn from them. All right. And then if there's something that you actually learned today, I want you to equally still drop it in the comment section. And then just let us know that there's something you actually really really learned from us today. So thank you very much, Olivia, and thank you for honoring us. Thank you. So thank you guys. Thank you for actually joining us today on this our live interview. So if you have questions, just like I said, you will just drop the questions in the comment section. Although we are not going to be able to take it right here today, but I'm actually going to be preparing those questions and then be asking the next set of speakers. I'm actually going to be combining the question and be asking the next set of entrepreneurs I'm actually going to be bringing. Now, I know how difficult this journey can actually be if you try to struggle your way around it. I know how difficult it can actually be. Now, when it comes to online business, it comes to entrepreneurship, right? This is not like the African secondary schools where we all grew up trying to, make life alone by ourselves, trying to grow solo. Right? But when it comes to this thing, you need people. You need people. You need people. You need this relationship. You need to like grow everything growable, right? So this is what we're actually going to be bringing to you: the mistakes entrepreneurs have been making. Again, thank you for joining us in Beyond the Hurdles, Lessons for Aspiring Entrepreneurs. I hope as you're actually aspiring to go through this journey, we are going to learn from our mistakes. We are going to use our mistakes as stepping stones to go higher. And then, like, since we already made these mistakes, we are not actually going to make it. We are just going to take our blueprints and then use them as lessons and then keep them as things you're actually going to not repeat. And once you are able to do this, I am for sure, like I am 100% certain that your entrepreneurship journey is actually going to be very smooth. So until next time, have a lovely day, and I hope to see you in the next one.